Play calls. So we get to the dirt of what we're doing, how we're calling plays, all right? And how do we call plays? We call plays based off of geography. Those are our families. When we looked at it and we put it together, we have more geography to work with than we have anything else as far as putting families together. And what we did with it when we put it together is we let the guys come up with the signals and what an area meant to them. So instead of using numbers for a play call, like 33 Boston or something like that, when we use the number, we would say the geography and the direction we're going with things. So the first thing we start out with was run game. In the run game was NFL cities and their mascots. So you had two different buzzwords on that. So take, for example, Chicago or Bears. That would represent to us a zone family, and it was a zone slip family. Okay, so we'd use that. They know Chicago is a zone or a zone slip. So that's how we start out with cities and their mascots. And of course, there's more run than there is pass. So we have two buzzwords for those, but they make sense to them. As we went to the dropbacks, as we're throwing the ball and we're dropping back, we use states. We use states to represent that. Now, it's a little bit hairy when you get into it. We know that we're not using the Minnesota Vikings for run game. Okay? It's just going to be Minnesota, okay, because that's a state. Minnesota is a flood concept because there's a lot of water in Minnesota. So they had things to learn from there. And then so on and so forth. We went quick game. We went countries, all right? And we could group those countries together. We could use our quick game, and we used 3x1 concepts for the Far East. They were China, they were Taiwan, they were things like that. So we could group those together using that. So that's where the geography came in, that we used geography. It worked well with the states, teaching things. One of our big teaching points in dropbacks with states is Missouri is our mesh. So that's our mesh. The opposite of mesh is Kansas. If you know anything about geography, Missouri and Kansas don't like each other. So they're the opposite of each other, even though they're right next to each other. So that's how the teaching started with it. And we would just signal it that way. So when we talked about Missouri, everybody knew that was mesh. That was a concept. That was a concept, but the play is Missouri. Just like run game, the play is Chicago. So what we get to next is directionals. How do we know which way we're going? We use colors, and it starts out with the B and G family is what it starts out with. And this is one deal. When our guys get there, we tell them right away, B's to the right, G's to the left. As you're walking around, you're saying it all day. B's to the right, G's to the left. We have three options on here to go right. Blue, brown, black, they're going right. So we can tell them to go right with any of those. So we'd use two words on it. We could go Chicago brown. We know we're going right. The opposite is G's to the left. Green, gray, or gold to the left. We also use those in Pass Pro. So we can tell them which way to set the protection, right or left, without saying the word right or left. We can use the B's and the G's to cover it up.